Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Happy Sunday. Hope that you are having a fantastic Sunday today. Time and temperature check. It is very, very, very hot outside. I think it's like 90 or 91 today. Watch, I'll look and it'll say 85. Well, the time is currently, hold on just a second. The time is currently 3:48 p.m. A little early vlog today. And the temperature is... Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. It's 89 and partly cloudy. It's 89 and mostly cloudy, I would say now. And I had a little bit of a change of plans today, like literally within the last 5 minutes. So let me tell you what happened. Are you all ready? As I get ready to sip my coffee, my take-home coffee from Cafe Pas de Choux. So we went to brunch today, had a great brunch, and it was pretty sunny out when we left. Like I would say there were a few clouds and stuff, but it was pretty sunny outside when we left, and it was really, really warm. And so when we drove out, I could see that there was like one car at the pool, but that was it. And I was like, this is, you know, the weekends are usually, there's not a lot of people up at the pool. So I said to Alex, I said, when we get back from brunch, I think I'm gonna go to the pool. And I was texting my neighbor and stuff about going to the pool. I haven't heard back from her. And so I was like, do you want to go to the pool? And he was like, no, I really don't feel like going to the pool today. He's like, I think I'm just going to like rest in bed and whatever. And I said, okay. He's real into these superhero movies. He was watching the X-Men movies. Now he's watching the Deadpool. I don't know how many there are of those, but or maybe he watched them already. So he's like trying to pick some other like super, you know what I'm talking about, superhero movie. He loves those, like the comic series. He loves those. So he's trying to find movie series, so he's trying to find like a couple movies that he hasn't seen to watch. So anyway, we're finally getting our money's worth out of that Disney Plus that I only use at Christmas time to watch Disney Christmas movies. It's like the only time I ever pull it up. So anyway, I think we have it as a bundle with something else, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, so we went to brunch today. We went to Cafe Pas de Choux, and my husband got something different. I can't even believe it. Well, I got the coffee, and it's just, this is the regular Pas de Choux blend because they usually have a flavored coffee, but the coffee that they had today was the Highlander grog. So I think I had that the first time, and then this is the Pas de Choux blend. And now the sun is coming out, but just a little bit. But anyway, so I got the Fat Rabbit, which is the vegan sandwich, but our friend that works there, she told me to get it on whole wheat. Well, I don't know if she told me this or I decided to do whole wheat, not toast. She told me not to get it toasted, but I get whole wheat. And then she told me they have like this ricotta cheese on it, and she told me to sub that with the herb garden cream cheese, and so that's what I get. And I got it with chips, but I didn't even eat all my chips, and I only ate 1/2 my sandwich. I almost today got the half sandwich and a cup of soup, but it was like really hot, and I'm like, I can't do soup when it's really, really hot outside. Soup's more for me like a fall, winter kind of food. So Alex got a cup of coffee, and then he got a cup of his tomato artichoke soup that he loves, but then he got the avocado toast. He never does that. He always gets the Cuban. I looked at him, I go, what? Because he was asking about like the salad grains on top of it, because he didn't want those. And I said, he got them on the side, not on top. And I was like, are you doing something different? He's like, yeah, I got the avocado toast. Alex loves avocado toast. If we go other places, he'll get it. But he never usually gets it at Pas de Choux. And then this couple that they always, like for the last, I don't know, 4 years, every time we go there on Sundays, they always seat us right next to them. It's this older couple. And they're really, really nice. And so we were talking to them. We always see them like every Sunday that we go there. For like the last 4 years, we've seen them. They're super nice. And so we were talking to them today, and the server that we had today, he actually works at a different restaurant, and he like just comes here to help out every once in a while. And so when we were leaving, he was like, have you tried the key lime pie yet? Because they have like a new key lime pie, and they have like this chocolate pie too. And I said no, and he was like, oh my god, it comes in like a special box and everything, that you put it in a special box for you. You haven't tried it? And I go, no, I haven't tried it, but I love key lime pie. He goes, you should try it for your review channel. And I was like, how do you know about my review channel? And he goes, well, I saw it last year when you did the Pas de Choux review of all of like the different sweet baked goods from Pas de Choux. He's like, I saw your video then. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, no, you should really try the key lime pie. It's fantastic. And it comes in this like special box. He kept on saying a special box. I thought it was just gonna be like a cardboard box, right? And I was like, okay. And so I said, well, actually, let me get one of those key lime pies, and then I'll review it tomorrow. So I'm going to do that review tomorrow. It does come in a very cool box. The box is super, super cool that it comes in. I didn't really know what he meant. He was like, they each come in set, like the chocolate one and the key lime pie come in these really cool boxes. He kept on saying about the boxes. So I was like, okay. But when he gave it to us, I was like, oh, that is a cool box. So anyway, we had brunch, and then, so my plan when we left, because it was like super sunny outside and stuff, right? And I was like, okay, when we get back, I'm gonna go to the pool. And I said to Alex, I said, do you wanna go to the pool? And he was like, I'm not really feeling the pool today. He was like, I'm really, really tired. He was like, I just kind of wanna like lay in bed, look at TikToks. And he's like, and then I wanna find these like superhero movies. Like I wanna watch some of these superhero movies. And so I was like, okay. I mean, it was cloudy outside, but it was like the sun was coming through. It's coming through a little bit now. This is where, like, I came out here, and it was like, I looked up, and it was like clouds everywhere, and I was like, this is what happened. So anyway, so that was before we went to brunch, and we were, like, driving over there. I was like, it's such a beautiful day, like, I'm gonna go to the pool, blah, 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 whatever. I texted my neighbor. I haven't heard back from her yet, and so, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the pool for, like, an hour when we get back, and then I'll come back and I'll vlog, and then I'm gonna take a nap. So, we get back and take Boo Radley out, all that kind of stuff, and then I, like, ran upstairs and I brushed my teeth and put my swimsuit on, got my bag ready. I mean, literally all in a matter of, like, 3 to 5 minutes, less than that, right? And so, I had my bag on my shoulder, I was, like, you know, had my AirPods in, I was listening to music, I was walking up there, and I came out the door, and it's completely cloudy. Now the sun's coming out a little bit, but it's kind of, you can tell it's kind of going behind the clouds too. So I look up, and there's like huge clouds everywhere. And I'm like, what is going on? Oh, because when we came back, I had Alex drive by the pool. I was like, can you drive by the pool? I just want to see if there's a lot of people up there. And so when he drove by the pool, there was like that one guy that's like tanning himself there. There was like literally nobody at the pool except for him, and he's always up there. Real nice guy, but he's always up there like every single day he's up there. I mean, for like, I think he gets there like early in the morning and is there until like whatever closes. Yesterday, was it yesterday that I went up there? Yeah, that he left a little bit early, but he usually stays up there the duration. Really nice guy. So anyway, he was the only one there, and I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely going. I'm gonna sit on the stairs and just, you know, relax. And so, like I said, I came inside and like brushed my teeth and like threw on my swimsuit and all this kind of stuff and got my bag ready. And I was like, I told Alex, because he's like laying in bed with Boo Radley, and I said, I'm just gonna go to the pool. See, the sun just went away under the clouds, so maybe it was a better choice that I stayed home and vlogged anyway. So I said to Alex, I said, okay, I'm gonna like go to the pool, but I'm gonna be there for like an hour, and then I'm gonna come back and vlog and take a nap, and then I wanna finish a show tonight that I have one episode left of Defending Jacob. So I was like, I want to finish the show, and he's like, I don't care because I'm going to watch these movies anyway. And I was like, okay. He's like, do you care if I watch these movies? I was like, I don't care if you watch it. Do whatever you want. It's your Sunday. Do what you want. So anyway, and I also want to finish this graphic novel because I literally have like 3 pages left of this graphic novel. I keep on like reading like 2 or 3 pages a night. So I'm going to finish it tonight, and I'm also going to start The Fangirl. Or not start it. I'm like a third of the way through. So anyway, so I have my bag on and everything, and I step out here, and I look up, and it's like complete cloud coverage. And I'm like, well, I don't want to go to the pool. I mean, I can vlog first and then go to the pool afterwards just to get in the pool. I don't want to, like, go up there and sit in the cloud coverage just with me and this old dude that's tanning if I can't even get a hold of my neighbor because, you know, and I don't think anybody else that I know in the neighborhood other than him is going to the pool, because if they were, they would already be up there. And Alex had no desire to go to the pool today. So I was like, yeah, there goes the clouds. They're coming over again. So I was like, I literally stood here for like a second, and I was like, she's talking on the phone. I can't do that. Tani called me one night when I was walking, and I had my AirPods in, and so I was like talking to her, and then finally I was like, it must take some getting used to, like listening, like talking on the, like you don't have your phone up here, you just talk. I don't know, do your AirPods catch it or something like that? I don't really get it. I don't really get it, but it must take some getting used to, because finally, I was like, hold on, Tiny Jean. And I took the AirPods out, and I was just like talking on the phone, but then my arm was getting tired. I was like, Tiny, I gotta call you back when I get home, because I'm busy on this walk. But I see a lot of people that like walk, like they do their phone calls when they're in here. Did I tell you, the last Uber ride I took, no, it wasn't that day. Well, it was one of the last Ubers I took. I'm trying to think of what day it was. I don't feel like it was the eye appointment. I may have told you guys about this, but I don't feel like I did. This guy I got in, and he was really, really nice, but he was like, I said, like right when I got in, like, he was like super friendly, like he was talking to me, and then he goes, I'm talking to my wife, do you care? And I go, no, not at all. Did I tell you guys this already? I feel like this was like a week or two ago. I feel like I did tell you guys about this, but anyway, I don't know why this keeps on cracking me up, because I keep on, like, I told Alex this the other day, but I, like, at one point, I'm, like, sitting there, and I'm, like, looking at it. I looked at his phone, and he had been talking to her for 3 hours and 45 minutes. I was like, who? Was it 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it was 3, or was it 3? I think, I'm almost positive it was 3 hours and 45 minutes. And I'm like, I even made a joke about it when I got off the phone, because I thought, or when I got out of the Uber, because I thought that he was, like, done talking to her. Because he, like, turned around and he, like, said something, like, I can't remember what he said. He was like, oh, have a nice day, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, yeah, you too. And I was like, are you done with your phone call? He's like, oh, no. And I, like, looked at the phone. He was still going. And I was like, tell your wife I said hi. And I was like, oh, my God, who talks on the phone to their, like, their spouse that long? Even, like, a prospective spouse, like, somebody you're dating. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever been that kind. I mean, like, I've had some long phone calls with people before, but I don't know, 3 hours and 45 minutes, that's a long phone call. So anyway, so I came out here with my bag and stuff like that, and see, it's cloudy like it is right now, and I was like, I'm just gonna film my vlog and then go to the pool afterwards for like 15 or 20 minutes, and then come back and take a nap, and then I'm gonna watch my shows tonight. That's my plan. So I was like, I'm just gonna vlog now. So I am. I'm not filming any other videos on any of my other channels today. And tomorrow, it is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I think it's supposed to be 91 and full sunshine tomorrow. Oh, my neighbor texted me. Hold on. Hold on. She said, I'm about to leave my softball team and I'll come. Are you still there? And I said, I'm vlogging right now and then I'm gonna go probably in about 40 minutes. My husband sent me, I mean, I cannot tell you how many people sent me this picture of this bed. My husband just sent it to me. That has a big fan on it. I got so, is it like rain? Did I just hear rain? I got so many people that sent me the picture of this bed. I do love that bed. I think it's hilarious. See, somebody tagged me in it on Twitter too, and then my husband just sent it to me. I was going to tell you guys, what did that just make me think of? There was something I wanted to tell you. Something about being tagged in something. Is this her coming home? What did I get tagged in that I wanted to tell you guys about? Like, if I go off of this, I won't come back and remember it. But I do want to say this. I was thinking about this last night. I haven't said this for a while over here. I just want you guys to know, like, I want to say it directly. It was, like, late last night. I was watching. So, okay, you're going to work with me how my mind works for a second. So, last night I was watching Defending Jacob, which is with Chris Evans, and Cherry Jones is in it too, and I love her. And so he plays a prosecutor for the district attorney's office, and his son gets accused of murdering this kid in his school. He's in 8th grade. And so the whole, I have one episode left, and so the whole show is about whether this kid did it or he didn't do it, and the dad defending him, and the marriage, like, falling apart, and the mom not sure if she believes the kid or not. The whole show's about that. It's fantastic. It's probably one of the best shows I mean, I feel like I've watched some really, really good shows lately, and, Presumed Innocent was so good. I think this is better than Presumed Innocent, if you want to know the truth. Sharp Objects was fantastic. I was really in the mood to watch Sharp Objects. Sharp Objects is really like a show to watch, like, in the summer, like with the heat, and it takes place, you know, like, in this, like, country town. It just soothes, or not soothes, but it just, like, oozes, like, summer a little bit, like late August heat summer, you know? I think if I watched it, like, in February, I don't know if it would hit the same way, but it was, and the soundtrack is good, whatever. So, watching the show last night called Defending Jacob, and there's a lot of really good music in it. And I was listening to, so I started downloading, well, they have this choir at the graduation sings The Circle Game, which Joni Mitchell did. And I was like, do I have a live version of that by Joni Mitchell? So I actually went in and I downloaded a bunch of Joni Mitchell songs last night that I didn't already have. Hold on, where am I, like, pulling up my iTunes? Oh, right, see, right here I'm listening to Both Sides Now, but it's the version by Seal, which I'd never heard that before, and I'm not really a Seal fan. So I went in and I got Judy Collins, Hey Mr. Tambourine Man Live. Dolly Parton does a version of Both Sides Now. I downloaded that, and then I downloaded Will the Circle Be Unbroken by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and then I downloaded Both Sides Now by Seal. Both Sides Now is probably my favorite song of life, if you didn't know. And then by Joni Mitchell, I got the Circle Game, River, a different version of these, because I have all these already. Circle Game, River, and Both Sides Now. And then I got an orchestral version, vocal, of the Circle Game. I love that song. And then here's the Moonlighting theme that I downloaded the other night when I was watching Moonlighting. Some come at night, or whatever the words are. But anyway, I was like sitting there and I was like thinking about the song Both Sides Now. And for those of you that don't know, the song has had like, it just really, really meant a lot to me my whole life. It's actually like the first song that I really, really remember. I can remember this apartment that we lived in, and it was the apartment that we moved into when we moved here from Chicago, which was when I was like 3.5, 4. We moved here from Chicago. And so we lived in this apartment. The apartments were called Brendan Way Apartments. They don't exist anymore. I don't know what they're called. I mean, they exist, but they're not called that anymore. And so we lived there, and I can remember it being like late at night and like candles lit, and my mom and dad like dancing to the song Both Sides Now. And there's a line when it talks about ice cream castles in the sky, and I can remember at the time, like, I loved that song, and I would always ask my mom to play the ice cream song, because it was about ice cream castles in the sky. It's weird, because, you know, they say that, like, your first memory is around, like, 4 years old or something like that. I don't know if that's my first memory, but I remember that. It's just a moment that I see in my head, but it's, like, this very vivid moment of me standing there and, like, watching my parents dance to this song, Both Sides Now. Well, I've loved that song my whole life. My mom loved that song. My dad loves that song. And I love all the different versions of it. Judy Collins is actually who I really heard it through first. It was on her Judith album that my mom had. The sun just came out. Now I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the pool. But my mom had my mom had all of her albums because she was a huge Judy Collins fan. But it's on the Judith album. It's like pink purple, and it has her hair, and it says Judith up in the corner. I love that album. I have the original album, actually. But Joni Mitchell does a live version. Joni Mitchell was the first one to do Both Sides Now. Joni Mitchell, I don't know if she was the first one, because it's a folk song, but she was like the first one that got famous over it. And so she has a live version of it. I have it downloaded. I can tell you what it is. And it's like this very, very haunting version of it. You can look it up online too, because it's like at a live concert that she does or something like that. Artists, Joni Mitchell, H-I-J. I can never remember what that movie is called, but it's with Hugh Grant, and it's where, like, he's cheating on his wife, and they play this version of it. Where's she at? Come on, Joni. What? Why is it not showing me the live version of it? Well, this is it. It's the 2000. This is the cover of it. And it's this version, but you can look it up online and just look up Joni Mitchell Both Sides Now Live 2020. I mean, it's haunting. But I think I've, like, loved the song my whole life because I've, like, grown with the song my whole life. You know, the song talks about life, and it talks about love, and you know, it says, like, I really don't know life at all, you know. And as I got older and I started changing, and I wasn't really willing to accept things by a lot of people in my life, and I started setting a lot of boundaries, and I started changing things a lot, you know. There's a whole part in there that talks about old friends shake their heads, and how does it say? Old friends shake their heads and say, but nothing's gained in living life every day. How's it go? Old friends? Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up because it's gonna drive me crazy. Now, you know, I've heard the song 9 million times and I don't even know the lyrics to it at all, obviously. I do. But now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. Well, some things are lost. Wait. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down and still somehow. But anyway, I love that song so much. And I was thinking about it last night, you know, and I was thinking about, there's a part in there where, like, the dad's put on suspension, the mom is put on suspension, the kid's not going to school, and they're just, like, sitting there, and they're, like, they don't really know what's become of their life, you know? And it's such a completely different situation, but I can remember that after the accident, there was a huge part of me, like, sitting right here in this very chair, you know? I'm talking months afterwards, when people were like, it would be really good for you to start filming again, you should get back to filming again, it would occupy your mind. I didn't know how to come back, but I didn't know how to just sit here in this chair every day either, with all the remorse and the guilt that I had. I didn't know how to do that. I mean, it was actually something that I talked a lot about in therapy, was when do I come back, you know, like, do I want to come back? How do I come back, you know? That point, I really, and so many people were so supportive, like you guys, I mean, just the messages and whatever, and for a long time I was off. I didn't read any of it, because I stayed off of social media for a long time. In fact, I'd just hear about it through other people, you know, somebody would say, oh, this person said something that was really nice or whatever. Like, I didn't see a lot of it at first. And when I did come back, so many of you, and so many of you that have found this channel since then, were so supportive and so kind. And I don't know, I was just thinking about that last night. And I was thinking about, it wasn't just like the really difficult times I've gone through, like after the accident or pancreatitis last year. I mean, none of them were obviously as emotional as the accident, but, you know, losing Pee-Pee. Well, Tucker passed away, like, while I was gone from the accident. But all this stuff, but then a lot of really great things have happened, and I've got to celebrate those things with you guys, you know? And that's been really, really cool. And a lot of small successes and just a lot of small moments that I've got to share with you guys. And I've got to go down memory lane with you. And it's interesting, I think I said this in a vlog the other day, but I talk about it with people, like my friends too, that I didn't really know how to grieve my mom. And there wasn't really anybody around, you know, that I was going to sit there and tell story after story. Alex didn't know my mom. Caroline's not the person that loves to do that. My dad and my stepmom, it's kind of that's a whole, I mean, my mom wasn't, I just bit the side of my mouth. My mom wasn't in their relationship, so it's obviously, you know, kind of a different conversation. So when my aunt and uncle were gone, there was really not, I mean, other than my Aunt Susie, my mom's friend, there wasn't really a lot of people to talk to my mom and tell the stories. And do you remember this? I don't have siblings, you know? I don't have a lot of people that remember my mom to that. Caroline, my dad, that's it, you know? And so me sharing those stories on here, like my first year, was so cathartic for me. I really truly believe that I fully grieved like my first year or two on this channel. And I'm so incredibly grateful for you guys for giving me that opportunity. And this has just been the coolest experience over here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not, like, this isn't me saying I'm out. You're gonna have to drag me off here. I don't know. I'll be vlogging for 22 years. But, you know, I was thinking about this. I was like, we're going in, I mean, this is August. We've got August, September, October, November. We've got 5 months left of this year. I mean, this is my 8th year of vlogging on this channel. And other than the week that Pee-Pee died, and then the accident, after pancreatitis, and then last year I started taking a day here and a day there, I really vlogged the majority of the time. I mean, for years, I never missed a day. And I haven't missed a day since April, since starting on back to April 1st. That was when we got back from Miami. And I feel really, really blessed that you guys have given me this opportunity to just sit in a chair and talk, and that people want to listen to it. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say, I don't think you guys will really, really understand how truly grateful I am. I don't know that you really could. I don't get it sometimes. Like, I don't get that there are so many people out there that I will never meet, never come in contact with, never even talk to in a DM, or, you know, I'll read a comment of theirs, and a lot of people watch my videos and never comment, never, you know, so I don't know. There's somebody out there right now that's never commented on one of my vlogs, that's never reached out to me. I don't even know who this person is, and they've watched every one of my vlogs, you know, and I just want to say that means so much to me. You know, I've gotten some comments on my vlogs recently where people are like, I go to sleep every night watching your vlog. I mean, I've gotten these for years, but they just hit differently recently. I don't know why, you know? But I'm grateful for it. And it just is the coolest thing. And I had this moment last night. I was listening to The Circle Game by Joni Mitchell, and I was like, I mean, I live in gratitude a lot, but I'm not in it 24 hours a day. Like, I would be a liar if I said that. I'd like to be in it more, you know? But I have a really cool life. I get to work from home, which I don't know if people really get what a big deal it is that I don't drive. I know there's a lot of people that don't drive, or that don't have a car, that take Ubers and, you know, public transportation and stuff. So I understand that, but I don't drive. So if I did have a job that wasn't YouTube, that would be a whole other thing of figuring that out, right? And so I get to work from home. I've been able to, you know, fit in everything else that I need to do. I get to be with Boo Radley all day long. I get the opportunity to every day wake up. I have 7 channels. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I can do funny haha videos. I can get real serious. And people kind of like ebb and flow with it. You know, if I'm crying on a video, they're like, yes. If I'm passionate about something, they're like, okay, we get it. You know, if I'm reviewing something and I'm laughing, people are laughing with me. And people are so kind to me. The amount of messages that I get from you guys, it just like, I mean, if I just showed you like my Instagram DMs right now, that I got from people, I mean, it's just like constantly people are sending me, here's Mare, she's sending me pictures of her dogs, and she's telling me about her hairless chihuahua, and then it's like, it's constant. I mean, people are, here's Brandy sending me little TikToks. People send me TikToks of rescue animals all the time. Sarah, here she's sending me, you know, all of these different TikToks of there's a cat one and something else. People send me pictures of cats as aliens all the time. Here's Mora is sending me this picture. Hold on a second. We're gonna get this. Of some animal out in the wild. It's a TikTok. I mean, it's constant, you know. Here is somebody sending me, Aaron sending me this Instagram reel of the movie theater audience reaction to Halloween in 1979. And she was like, why is this so cool to hear? I mean, people reach out to me all the time. That's what my DMs are. I think people think it's like filled with drama. That's not it at all, you know? It's just not. I mean, here somebody is sending me things about this bingo, because I talked about bingo on one of my channels. I don't know, you know, it's just like, it's so nice. And, it's interesting because one of the things that I get reached out to a lot by other, you know, people that are YouTubers or Instagrammers or whatever, and a lot of people that have reached out to me that I don't even really know who they are, and they'll say, oh, so-and-so sent me your way, and could we talk for a little bit, because I really want suggestions on how to build a community. And I'm like, okay, like, are they going to the pool? Oh, is my pool crew lady going to the pool? Looks like all her grandkids are going to the pool. She's got her pants on, though. She doesn't have a swimsuit on. I wish she'd look over here and I'd yell at her, but she's not looking over here. Her brother and sister-in-law live in this neighborhood too, so it might be their grandkids. She's sending them back over there. Okay, so people will reach out to me a lot, and they'll say, how do you build a really, like a community? Like, YouTube has these, like, if you're, like, a YouTube, the battery stopped. I hate that word, YouTube creator, right? But, like, if you're, like, a YouTube creator or whatever, like, they have these classes that you can take, and it's, like, how to build a community, how to build an audience, how to do this. I've never watched these videos. I've never watched any of those videos. I mean, like, back in the day, I thought, like, if you watch some of those things, like, it would help with YouTube. So there's, like, a 3-question test after it. I would literally slide to the end of the bar, take the 3-question test, and move on. Because I thought that it would, like, you know, that YouTube might pay, but that's bullshit. Excuse me, that's BS. That's not true. I'm not saying that those classes can't be helpful. I'm not saying that I've never learned anything from looking. I mean, I have, you know. But I've honestly learned more from how to do stuff on YouTube and whatever from other people that I've just learned it as I've gone. But that's probably the thing that I have a lot of people, like, somebody will, like, they'll DM me and they'll say, I got your name from so-and-so, and they thought that you would be somebody good to talk to because I'm really struggling building a community, and they said that you have, like, a really strong community of people. A lot of times they'll reference the vloggerinos and stuff like that, and they'll be like, how did you do it? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, and they're like, well, I want to, you know, do the same thing, but how did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't set out to do it. Like, that was never my plan. I think that there's kind of, like, this misconception a little bit that, like, I went about it that way. If you go back and you watch my vlogs from the very beginning, there's no, like, come on, you guys, let's, you know, like, let's fan over Peter and let's start I mean, I was reached out to by the 3 people that started the Vloggerinos group. They asked me if they cared and if they started the group, and I said, it's your group, you do what you want. You know, they ask me every once in a while what I think about something, but I'm not in that. I'm just a member of that group. I'm not any controlling factor of that group or anything like that, right? And so, that was, like, I think 2 or 3 years after it started. And, you know, I think it's interesting that there's, like, this misconception that, like, I went about trying to build this community of, how did I do that? Can somebody explain to me how I did it? Because I would like to communicate that to other people. That might be a good selling point. But no, I didn't do that. I don't know. You know, I just shared my stories of my life on here. I don't remember ever in videos, you know, this is why it's such a joke when people are like, oh, he's a cult leader, he's this and whatever. Like, have I ever said anything in video? And I'm, like, joking about this now, right? Because it's kind of become a joke over here. But, like, when people ask me, like, how do you build a community? It's like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know that I've ever said. I don't even say in my videos. This is why it's such a joke, because I don't even say in my videos. I said it for the first time the other day in a video. I think it was on my Peter Watches TV channel. I hadn't said it probably, like, I think I said it as a joke in a drama video, like, 2 weeks ago. And other than that, I haven't said it in, like, years. Subscribe to my channel and like my videos. I don't encourage people to go other places and look at things. I don't encourage people, I mean, I don't even say subscribe to my channel. Because I just assume that if you like it, you're going to subscribe, and if you don't, you're not. Because that's how I am. I don't need somebody telling me to subscribe and remind me to like their video. And that's never been, like, somebody saying in a video, like and subscribe to my channel, has never made me like and subscribe to their channel. If I like what I see, I subscribe to their channel. And I'm actually somebody that's a real easy subscribe. Like, I haven't seen this as much recently, because I think people are more following the TikToks than they did the YouTube and stuff like that. But I can remember back in the day, I would get people and they'd be like, I've watched your videos pretty consistently for 6 months and I finally decided to subscribe. And I always thought that was such a weird vibe. And I can remember, like, I asked somebody one time and they were like, well, I'm very serious about my subscriptions. Like, I don't just subscribe to anybody. And I'm like, really? And like, okay, if you subscribe to like 1,000 people out there, you know, like, I'm just like, I mean, I wouldn't subscribe to, you know, people that I don't like. I probably do, and I just don't know that I still do, you know. I don't think notifications work on YouTube and stuff like that. But if I watch a couple videos of somebody's and I like them, I subscribe pretty quickly, you know. But I will say now, I don't know the last time I subscribed to somebody, because I'm trying to think of the last time I subscribed to somebody. I actually just go in and look for their videos if I'm looking for somebody's video. But yeah, I think it's interesting, this concept of like how to build a community on YouTube. It's actually a huge deal. Like, if you're on YouTube, you know this. Like, they literally, like, on the creator, like, app, when you go in there, like, on the dashboard and stuff, they have these classes that you can take. And that's a pretty regular class that they, like, have whole discussions about how to build a community on YouTube, how to get people to... I'm like, what? Like, if you have to try that hard, then that's fake and phony, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's interesting. But I will say this, I appreciate it. And I was sitting there last night, and I was thinking about the song, you know, Both Sides Now, and I was thinking about my life and the ups and downs and being able to share that on video over here. And, you know, I started saying this a couple years ago because it was something that literally was this profound moment for me, that who we choose to spend our time with during a day, like, you know, there's, you know, 24 hours in a day. Like, really think about this when I say it. Don't just let this go in one ear out the other. Like, this, I've said this in a lot of videos, but really just like, whatever you're doing right now, stop for a second and just listen to this, what I'm saying, right? There's 24 hours in a day. There's 60 minutes in an hour, okay? There's 60 seconds in a minute. So that's precious time of your life. When you add up those 24 hours in a day, and you say, I wish I had one more day with this person that's passed away, or you're broken up from, or they've moved across country, then you don't really take a day for granted when there's people fighting for their lives right now. For one more day alive. For a few more hours, people are fighting for that, right? And yet, we just mindlessly give those hours away to people that, you know, I think I realized this a while ago. It's like, enjoy what you're doing, or if you don't enjoy what you do as a job, try to find some enjoyment in it, because you're spending more time at your work than you are with your family and friends. And that's just a reality, right? And so then on your time that you take off that you're not working, that's your precious private time. How are you spending that having dinners with people that you really don't care about, that you're not invested in? I'm done with that. I don't go out and have dinners or conversations with people that I don't want to anymore. It's precious time to me. It's precious time to me. The people in my life that I spend time with, and I only have, you know, a few, like, really dear friends. The people in my life that I mean, I talked to Tanya the other night on the phone for like an hour and a half, something like that. I don't do that with anybody. I don't talk that long on the phone with anybody, you know? I'm very, very strict about how I give my time away, and so should you. And so that means, like, what TV shows I'm watching, like, who I'm talking to on the phone, who I'm having dinner with, on and on and on. And so, because we're giving minutes of our life away, which sometimes could be hours of our life. And hours, we're literally giving our life away to people and things that, if we're not invested in it and we don't care about this thing, why are we giving our life away to that? Like, it sounds crazy when you break it down that way, and people are like, oh, Peter, you're making this more serious. Okay. I wish I had another day with my mom. I don't know that I would be, you know, so willing to just frivolously throw those hours away. I think about that today. What am I going to do? So on my vlogs, I always say, like, this is what I'm going to do tonight, you know, and things like that. And to a lot of people, it might be like, well, that was a waste of your time. But when I'm sitting there, I'm doing something that I really enjoy, and I have the candles lit and the fan going, and I'm really content and happy in that moment. I spend time with people that I love, you know, and doing this vlog, or any of my videos on any of my channels, I do it because I love. You know? And I'm so entirely grateful to you guys that you are giving me time of your life. It really means a lot to me, and I hadn't said that in, like, a dedicated way over here in a while, and I just want you guys to know that I really, really appreciate it. I've had a tendency in the past, you know, even though I've called it out with other people, to focus on the negative, not the positive, and I'm trying to do that differently. And you guys have just been glorious. I mean, there's some of you that have literally commented on every single vlog of mine. Some of you have never, but you've watched every single vlog of mine. You know, somebody messaged me the other day, and they said, I know I DM you all the time, pictures and all this kind of stuff. I hope that I'm not annoying or a burden. And I said, no, not at all. I said, but I just can't get to all the DMs. And I said, so just don't take it personally if I don't respond. And she was so nice. And I know she watches this vlog, so she knows I'm talking to her. And she was so nice. And she was like, oh, no, I don't take it personally at all. You know, she was like, I just like to share this stuff with people. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, I read all the DMs. I can't respond to all of them, you know. And wow, what a problem to have, you know? I mean, let's go back in time, you know, to when I was like 18 years old. And let's go back in time when I had like my girlfriends, but other than that, my, you know, friends that were girls. But other than that, nobody wanted me. Nobody invited me to their parties. Nobody, I mean, when I was a kid, nobody wanted me to their birthday parties. Nobody wanted to come over to my house. Nobody, I didn't have anybody. And now it's a problem that I can't get back to DMs. That's a problem to have. Like, that is cool, right? Like, that's cool. And you guys have given that to me. You guys have given that to me. And I just want to say I am so entirely grateful for it. So entirely grateful. It means the world to me. So thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I know to a lot of you out there, it's like, we're just watching a video, you know, but it's so much more than that. And I know a lot of the days I'm just sitting here in front of my computer uploading videos, talking about TV shows and whatever, and like when I read the comments from people and they're like, oh, I have your video on in the back. I mean, it doesn't, like, I could care less if you were watching this video, okay? Half the times I don't want them to be watched, because so people will be like, oh, I'm listening to your videos in the background as I'm, like, you know, cooking dinner, or like, you know, getting ready for work in the morning or whatever. And I'm like, people are allowing me to be part of their life. Like, that's a cool thing. Like, it's not just that somebody's watching my video, it's that I'm now part of this dinner routine. You know, I'm now part of somebody getting ready for work in the morning. I have couples that reach out to me and they're like, we watch your vlog every night before we go to bed. I'm now part of somebody's routine, their, like, relaxation routine of going to bed at night. Like, that is such an honor. Like, I don't think people really get it, you know? And so I just wanted to say thank you, because I was thinking about that last night. So thank you. Tonight, okay, so last night I watched, what did Alex and I watch last night? What's tonight? I'm like, what is today? Today's Sunday. Oh God, my favorite day of the week, and I can't remember what day it is. So last night we ended up watching, we watched Orange County last night. We watched Orange County, and then we watched Watch What Happens Live. Heather Dubrow was on there with this guy that was on, he's like 10 years younger than me. He was real cute. I've like, he's been in something that I've seen, but I don't know him. His name was something, he was on Friday Night Lights. And now he's on Criminal Minds something. Hold on a second. Oh, my neighbor just texted me. She said, I'm heading home now, so I'm going to let the dog out and come. I'll text her and say, no rush. Still filming. I love her. She's so sweet. I was just talking to her the other day, and I was like, I mean, she and I went to the pool some last summer, but I used to go with her a lot, but my neighbor in the corner, but she's been working a lot. And then the neighbor next to her, she's been going to the lake a lot. So she and I have been going to the pool, and I said to her the other day, I'm really big now in my life. I think when my mom passed away, I got it. But then after the accident, like, I really, really got it. But then it took like a year for me to really start implementing it. And really telling people, no matter how they take it, that's their business. Really telling people how I feel at that moment. And so, like, you know, like, we always, like, part way, like, we'll walk back together, and I walk up the driveway, and I'll say, have fun tonight, you know, I hope you enjoy your, you know, DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever she gets. So she'll tell me, she's got this noodle place she's been ordering from and stuff, right? And so she'll say, okay, whatever. And so I came in the other day, and she texted me, and she said, hey, just want to let you know I had a really good time at the pool. So it was, I don't know, 2 weeks ago maybe, or something, a week ago. And I texted her back, and I was like, I said, oh, I did too. And I said, I just want you to know, like, it's really meant a lot to me that we've gotten closer this summer, and we've gotten to go to the pool a lot. And she was like, me too. And it's just been really, really nice to have her. I'm forever grateful for her, you know. And she works from home and stuff, so it's nice. We can go down there, we can go at night, and yeah, it's just been good. It's been fun this summer, you know, so far. And anyway, so we're gonna go to the pool here in a little bit, and then when I get back from the pool, I'll probably take a nap, and then get up and finish Defending Jacob, and Alex will probably be in his 4th superhero movie at that point. It's always interesting because, like, on Sundays, at some point, he'll be like, I'm going to run to the store and get snacks. I'm like, okay, which means, like, 3 bags of candy and some chips. Chips and salsa, usually. He likes chips and salsa, and then he gets, like, all of the jellies, candies, and things like that. Oh, so tomorrow, before I get to the TV show, so tomorrow, it's supposed to be, like, 91 in full sunshine. I need to tell my neighbor this. Because if it is, then I may just not film any videos except for my vlog tomorrow. Or I may try to get up early and film. It's 91 tomorrow, sunshine and clouds mixed. Tuesday is 90, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Okay, so here's the deal. So Monday or Tuesday, I might, like, go to the pool and just film a few videos. August is going to be a month of me filming just 2 or 3 videos a day, because, including the vlog. Because I really want to go to the pool as much as possible, because when September comes and they close the pool, I can't go to the pool. So I'm going to enjoy the pool as much as I possibly can. And Wednesday, it shoots down to 79. But I looked, because remember, it's supposed to be really cold. It's like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's 82, 83, and 81. And it's like sun on all those days. Generally sunny. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 82, 83, 81. And then Sunday is 79. And then next week, it's up in the low 80s. This is, like, really weird temperatures for August. But, like, I didn't know it was going to be, maybe I did, and I don't remember. It was going to be 91 today, or 90, or what is it right now? 80, it says 89. I didn't know it was going to be 89 today. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be 91. So my plan is to not stay up super late tonight and get up tomorrow. Oh, my God. I had such a hard time falling asleep last night. And I will say this. I did take the medicine last night, because I was like, okay, this is going to be like a test subject. I drank Sleepy Time tea last night while staying in the chair, so it wasn't like I was drinking tons of, caffeine and stuff like that. I had 2 cups, I think it was 2 cups of Sleepy Time tea and some water. And I took a little nap, like a short nap, but it wasn't like a super, super long nap. I'm trying to think of, like, yeah, it wasn't super long. So I took the medicine and I laid down and I literally tossed and turned. Well, I was like, holding on to Boo's bed, and I started petting him, and at some point he, like, woke up, and he was like, then he was up. So then he kept on, like, jumping down off the bed, jumping back up on the bed, jumping down off the bed, getting in his little purple bed, moving around, getting up, moving around in his purple bed, standing over, looking at Alex and I was like, he wants us up, he wants to go outside. So after about 45 minutes of that, I, like, took him outside. My neighbor across the street was out, people were walking down, he was walking his dog, and, no, it had to have been, the first time I took him out, there was nobody out here because it was real early. Then we went back to bed, and Boo kept on doing the same thing. It took me probably, I went to bed about 5:30 last night, and I think the last time I looked at the clock, it said like 9:17. It took me like 4 hours to fall asleep last night. I was over it. And a lot of it was because Boo was really, like, anxious and jumping up and down off the bed, and, but, like, I would take him outside, and he would just, like, run. I mean, I'm so happy because he's, like, going to be 15, and he's, like, running around. But he was, like, running around, like, boo, boo, boo. My neighbor was across the street, was getting such a kick out of it because he's like, boo, hey, boo. And, so that makes me really, really happy that he has the zoomies, and he's, like, acting like he's a puppy dog and all this kind of stuff. But at the same time, like, I was right to sleep. And he doesn't, like, the thing that's weird is, he doesn't wake Alex up. Like, he'll stand over and he'll look at him, but over with me, he'll put, like, one paw on my arm. And he'll be like, and then I'm like, I wake up like that. And so I took him out like twice. The second time I took him out was when the neighbor was out there and he was walking. And that was like, at that point it was like 7:30 or something. Oh my God, it was, but I will say, like, I feel rested today. So I feel like the medicine makes me, like, sleep deeper and I feel rested, but I also feel like it contributes to me not falling asleep. So I don't know if I'm going to take it tonight or not. I don't want to sleep all afternoon tomorrow. I want to get up early if it's going to be nice. Maybe film 2 or 3 videos, go to the pool, come back, film a video or 2. I already know what videos I'm going to film. All I have to do is make my list tonight. Well, I already have the list because I made it for yesterday and today. And, well, yesterday, and then I moved it to today. And then I'm not going to do it today because I'm just doing a vlog. So I'll just add what the videos are going to be about tomorrow. And then just doop, 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 doop. So when I get up, if it's super sunny, I'm just going to go to the pool. And then come back, and if I film a vlog, and then I'll just film the vlog. I mean, obviously, it's easiest to come back from the pool and film a vlog, you know? So, yeah. So if the weather is really, really nice, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to her about that, too. see if she wants to go to the pool tomorrow and Tuesday. Well, Tuesday I have therapy in the middle of the afternoon. I think I have it like at 1. I might see tomorrow if like the weather changes and it shows that Tuesday it's supposed to be super, super sunny, especially since like the next 10 days are like in the low 80s. If Tuesday it's supposed to be like 90 and full sunshine, I might see if I can change my therapy appointment to later in the week. I can't remember the last time that I did that. And he was like, if you ever want to do that this summer so that you can go to the pool or just whatever, he was like, no problem, I can fit you in. And I was like, okay. So I might ask him, depending on what the weather's going to be like on Tuesday. But I have therapy with him, and then we have marriage counseling that evening, which means I have to take an Uber here at like 5:15 to get to the appointment in time by 6. So that's Tuesday. So Tuesday will be a really busy day, and I don't know if I'm filming any... I don't know what this week's going to look like as far as filming videos. The vlog, obviously I'll film the vlog, so... You know I'll be here vlogging. And then, what was I going to say? And then, Wednesday is Cousin Fun Day. But if it's going to be 79, that's not going to be a pool day. Oh, here comes my neighbor. I don't even remember if Caroline and I talked about going to... I said stop, and she kept on driving, and she was like... Caroline has like a girls trip she's going on. I think it's a girls trip like the following week. So, I won't see her for like 2 weeks. I don't really have tons of stuff to like run and do anymore. I mean, really the only thing I usually buy from the grocery store is like cottage cheese, and I have all those meals that I bought, and I've like, you eat one here, eat one there. It's like cottage cheese and coffee. That's it, really. I get a lot of stuff from Amazon Fresh, like a lot of groceries and stuff like that. Like the little tomatoes, I love those little like cherry tomatoes. It's not, I thought at first it was like this huge like upcharge, but it really isn't. And they actually have things on there that are harder to find other places, that I'd have to go to like 3 stores to kind of find. The soup is how I found this out. So it's these soups that they have. I can't remember what the soups are called. They come in those little cups. I really, really like them. But there's a Gouda one that I really like. Well, I can't find it in a store, but I can find it on Amazon Fresh all the time. And so, and they have some other things. And so I like Amazon Fresh. So I don't really need to go to the grocery store, except for cottage cheese. I don't want sitting out here on the front porch. So I like cottage cheese I get from the grocery store. Coffee, because it's iced coffee. I've been trying like different brands of iced coffee. Stuff like that, but I don't really have a lot to do. So, dream. So I do not know. Oh, there's kids yelling at the pool. Watch them and text her this. I'm gonna tell them and be like, I can hear kids yelling at the pool. It's not her grandkids over there, because I just saw them go up there with their inner tubes. I said I can hear kids yelling at the pool. Let's see what she says. Let's get her real good and heated before we go down there. When I was at the pool yesterday, there was like a bunch of these kids that were playing on the tennis courts, which is interesting because you have to go get the key for the tennis courts to get into the tennis courts. I mean, anybody in the neighborhood can. But it was like 7 like kids. They were all like probably like 8 to 10 years old, and they were playing on these tennis courts and like yelling and I mean, they were having a good time. It was like nothing, but I was kind of surprised because I was like, everybody's going so crazy about these tennis courts and these pickleball courts. Oh my God. We were talking about the HOA stuff yesterday. Oh, do you know what's so funny? So this couple that we know, that we see at Patashoot every week, so they live in these condos that like are probably 2 minutes, God, not even 2 minutes. They're on a lake too, and they're really nice. A lot of the condos in Indiana are on lakes. So anyway, but it's like on this big lake. And I know those condos in there, they're gorgeous. And I mean, they're probably, no lie, like $1 million condos. They're gorgeous. Oh my God, the battery fell. Anyway, these condos in there are like $1 million condos. They're gorgeous. And they're all in this big lake and stuff like that. She was telling us about how she like walks all the way around the lake and how she's like really into walking and stuff like that. But I asked him, I said something about, we were talking about the HOA, and he said, do you guys have like outrageous HOA fees as well? And I said, I mean, it kind of depends. I said, my cousin told me that it's pretty realistic for most condos around here, you know, of what we get. And I said, what do you guys get with yours? And she goes, we get lake repairs. That's it. We get docks, we get and lakes. That's it. We don't. I said, do you have a swimming pool? She's like, we don't have a swimming pool. And I said, tennis courts? She said, no. I said, snow removal? She goes, lawn care, none of it. We don't. That's not, any of it's included. They pay $475. We pay $475. They pay the same price as us. I was like, damn. And we get a lot, so you could live over there and all you get is dock repair. I guess I won't complain anymore, you know? She said F. She didn't say F, she said the real world. The real world. She said the real word. I was worried about that. She said I'll get them in check if they're wild. Ooh, okay. That plane sounds so pretty. It sounds so summery, doesn't it? I said, LOL. Okay, let me finish up my vlog and then I'm gonna head up there. What was I gonna say? Okay, so Alex, last night we watched, did we watch two? Wait, I feel like we watched Watch What Happens Lives. What's that guy's name? It's Zach. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He was real funny on the show. Zach, I think his name's Zach Gilford. Yeah, it's Zach Gilford. It's this guy. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He's 42, and he's currently on, he was in the show Midnight Mass. That's how I knew him. But Andy Cohen kept on making all these jokes about Friday Night Lights, and he was talking about season 2. They kept on talking about season 2. I never watched that show. Should I watch? Is that a show I should watch? I do actually like TV shows and movies about sports. I know I don't like to watch the sports, but I like TV shows and movies about it. Like, I love the movie Hoosiers, Rudy, The Blind Side. I love all those. Criminal Minds is what he's on. Oh, he was in The Purge. Anarchy? I didn't know that. Anyway, Devil's Due. Why do I feel like I've seen that movie? That came out 10 years ago. So yeah, he's in the show Criminal Minds. I feel like it's called Criminal Minds something else. Oh my god, he was born in Evanston, Illinois, just like me. I was born in Evanston, Illinois. Well, I was born in Chicago. I was born in the hospital I was born at. I don't think it exists anymore. It was in downtown Chicago. But at the time, my parents lived in Evanston, Illinois, because my mom was working at Northwestern Library, and my dad was doing his residency at Cook County Hospital, which is in Chicago. So that's why we lived there, but we lived in Evanston, which is where Northwestern University is. That's so crazy, we were born in the same place. 10 years apart. Oh, his birthday is January 14th, though. My birthday is, I mean, it's not like we were living there. I was like, we moved here when I was 3, you know. It doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Does it ever interest you when people don't have Wikipedia pages? I'm always like, it's so interesting that some people are famous enough to have Wikipedia pages and he doesn't have. Oh, does he have a Wikipedia page? He does have a Wikipedia page. I want to see if he went to Northwestern. Early life and education. Oh, look, I brought my new glasses out. These are my reading glasses. Alex doesn't like these. He said they make me look old. What do you think? They do kind of make me look old, though, don't they? They're so comfortable, though. What do we think? They're very, like, fall, aren't they? Academic professor. Okay. Guilford is the son of Anne and Steve Guilford. Oh my god, I knew them. His mother is Lutheran. Oh my god, my mother was Lutheran. And his father is Jewish. He graduated from Evanston Township High School and Northwestern University. I knew it. He worked as a trip leader for Adventures Cross Country and has led wilderness and adventure trips for teenagers to Alaska, British Columbia, California, Hawaii, and the South Pacific. Guilford also worked as a staff member for YMCA Camp Echo in Fremont, Michigan. Why does that Camp Echo sound so interesting to me? Anyway, I don't know him, but he was on the show. What's interesting is like when they have people like Heather Dubrow, and I love Heather Dubrow from Real Housewives of Orange County, but she's always like this. She's so like everything is so staged about her. There's this whole huge debacle in the Real Housewives of Orange County. This is from last season, okay, and they're bringing it back to this season. I don't know why, because I got enough messes going on over there. Oh, my battery just went to the halfway mark. about whether or not Heather Dubrow called the paparazzi on her and her husband. Now I can't think of his name. Dubrow. Starts with a B. Barry Dubrow. Why can't I think of his name? Brooks Dubrow. No, it's Brooks Marks. He's on that show, The Kids of the Housewives or whatever. Did you guys see that show that's filming in New York? And everybody's talking about how bad it's going to be. Like, every time they post something about it, it's like Candy Burris's daughter. It's like Teresa Giudice's daughter. It's like Brooks Marks and his sister, Meredith Marks from Salt Lake City. It's like all these kids, and they're like trying. It's called Making It in Manhattan. What is Terry Dubrow? That's her husband's name. But anyway, so anyway, when they do this on Watch What Happens Live, it's always very confusing to me when they pair up like a housewife with like somebody that's not a housewife. Like, he's like a mainstream actor, right? And then it's always like the housewife is like the famous person, and even though this actor has like won awards and all this kind of stuff, it's like they're kind of like a nobody. And then they always ask them questions about like Bravo and the Housewives, and he was really into Southern Charm, but you could kind of tell he didn't really know anything about the Housewives, even though he acted like he was a Housewife super fan. But then he kept on talking about, like, he called people different. He called Gina, like, Jenna. He kept on calling her Jenna. And I was like, are you talking about Jenna Lyons from New York City? I mean, it doesn't, like, this is the thing. If you watch the Housewives, just like a couple episodes, you catch their names real quick. It's not hard to watch the Housewives and catch on to their names. She just texted me and I heard her door close, too. Is she leaving? Hello? Sometimes I'll be sitting out here and she just peeks her head around the side and she goes... So anyway, watch that, and then I feel like we watched another Watch What Happens Live. Can you believe we're so caught up on our TV shows? My husband was trying to give me a dissertation on Big Brother today at brunch. This is his first season watching it. He was telling me about what they need to fix on Big Brother and what they need to do different. He's never watched it before. It was cute. Oh, that's what we did. He hadn't watched Thursday, so he watched Thursday. And halfway through it, I got up and took Boo Radley out because he's like, do you want to rewatch it with me again? I'm like, I guess. I might as well just save the episodes to watch the next day with him. I mean, before, I couldn't wait for it to come out. So like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd be like watching it. But I guess if he's going to watch it, we're going to watch it together. Oh, it's Big Brother's on tonight. Real Housewives of Orange County. Real Housewives of... See, I keep this list. You guys have seen my insanity list, right? Like where I keep my list of all the shows I watch. Sister Wives, I'm on season 7, episode 7. I think I finished that. I'm on episode 8, I think. Survivor, I haven't watched for... Oh, Bachelorette. And I have to watch Bachelorette from last week. I'm so not interested in that anymore. And Defending Jacob, I'm on episode 3 out of 8. I'm actually on episode 8 out of 8. And Evil, I'm on episode 2 out of 13 on season 1. I was going to go back in and watch another episode of Evil last night, but I didn't. I love my list. It was so cute today. You know, like, for years, I would love, like, if Alex... I mean, I just started watching Big Brother again, but, like, if 5 years ago, he'd be like, we should watch Big Brother again. I mean, that would have got me back into Big Brother, right? But it's so funny, because, like, he's never watched it before, and he's like, this is so stupid, like, with these alliances and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, you know, this is how they do it on this other show. And I'm like... I mean, when you watch Big Brother enough, it's so cute because he's never watched... I mean, he's literally never watched an episode of Big Brother before. It's also funny, like, who he likes and who he doesn't like because it's completely different than, like, who I like and who I don't like. I mean, we both, like, neither one of us like Angela and, oh my God, I heard this rumor, if you're watching Big Brother, that Angela is actually being controlled by Ainsley, the AI person. And there's, like, a scene there was, like, a whole thread of it I saw on Twitter. And this is the kind of stuff that catches my attention on Twitter. I just, like, scroll until I see something that has to do with Big Brother. And I mean, I was telling Alex this last night, or today at brunch. I was like, this is why I don't, like Nikki watches all the feeds. Except for, she said this year is really bad because the feeds go on and off and it's, like, hard to watch. I don't watch the feeds anymore. I used to, but I'm not really, to be honest with you, I don't feel that connected. I feel like the last season I watched, I got really connected to the housemates, like, pretty quickly. I don't feel that connected to any of them at all. I don't feel like I know them on a personal level. I care about them on a personal level at all, which is weird. From any season of any reality show that I watch, I mean, right away, I feel pretty... I just feel, like, distant from all of them. So I'm not watching the feeds. But I do keep up with this stuff. So when I was talking to Alex today, I'm not going to spoil this for you. But I said, well, to Alex I did because he asked, but to you I won't. I said to Alex, I said, this is why I don't read the Big Brother updates on Twitter and stuff, because I already know. Like, I mean, it's Sunday and we don't even know. Like, I already know who the HOH is. I already know who got put up, and I already know who won veto. And he goes, who? And I go, do you really want me to tell you? He goes, yeah, I don't really care. So he's like in it, but he's not in it. But it's kind of fun to watch with him anyway. So, or I'll watch it and then he can, like, I can rewatch it with him. So halfway through that, I took Boo Radley out, cleaned up the kitchen, and then I was like, I'm gonna lay down. So I took a short nap. Then I got up, and who did I talk to on the phone last night? Tanya? I can't remember who I talked to on the phone last night. Did I talk to Mel last night? Nikki? I don't remember. Anyway, I don't remember. But I talked to somebody for a while. And then I went in and I watched Defending Jacob. And I thought I was like, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought I was done with the third episode. I don't know why, but I was only halfway through the second episode. So I had to watch, and each episode was an hour long. So I had to finish watching the second episode, and then I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 6 episodes on top of that. At that point, I don't even know what time it was, but I was like up and down, doing this, doing that, whatever. And so I ended up getting through episode 7, and I started episode 8, and I'm like 5 minutes in it. And that's where I left off last night. Oh, the reason I stopped, I actually would have stayed up and been so tired today that I didn't get anything done. But no brunch, no vlog, nothing. But I stayed up, or I went to bed because my AirPods died on me. And I have, like, every third show, I'll, like, charge my AirPods, but I don't know what's going on. One of my AirPods is not charging. Has that ever happened to somebody before? I don't know why it's doing this. It's like one AirPod is like at 100% and the other one's at 0. And so last night, I kept on trying to charge them, but the one kept on going down. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I have the Beats that Alex got me, and I also have AirPods that I can listen to, but I keep my iPad charged the whole time. So, yeah, it's been a really nice, relaxing weekend, and tonight, gonna go to the pool, take a little nap, finish my graphic novel, finish it, take a walk, listen to a little bit of, what do you call it, Smile Beach Murder, and, oh, I bought some other book last night on Audible. What did I buy? Or maybe I just put it on my wish list. I feel like I just put it on my wish list. Oh no, this was free with Audible. It's called Drop Dead. And I didn't have to pay for it. It's free on Audible right now. It's an Audible original. It's one mysterious mansion, 2 rival journalists, 3 weeks to uncover the truth and love of a lifetime. And I meant to go add it to my wish list, and I downloaded it instead. So yeah, but I feel like I put something on my wish list. I have 2 credits left. Where's my wish list? Oh, new releases for you. This is why I have to stay off of this thing. Where's my wish? I'll tell you the list on Audible that I definitely have to stay off of. If you scroll the very beginning, it's trending on Goodreads, because it's all the trending books. It's where I find, like, a lot of good books. Yeah, I don't think I really do like these. They're super comfortable, but I feel like they make me look super old. I mean, I am old, but whatever. Where's my wish list? Is there something that you hit that's a wish list? Great next levels, whodunits and thrilling reads, start a new series, new releases for you, genre fiction, swamp spies, celebrity book club, thrillers and picks, hidden gems handpicked for you, bestsellers, what more of what you like, on sale, only from Audible, next up in your series, next up in your series. Where do you find your wish list? Does anybody know? Hello? Profile. It just got real cloudy again. Maybe you have to go online to look at your wish list, but I feel like I haven't had to before. I have 966 titles on Audible. Like, that is crazy. I don't know how you find your wish list on here. I thought it was just right on here. Hidden hand gems for you, thrillers and... I keep on looking out because I'm afraid that the battery's going to start dying on me. I'm not going to know. New releases, start a new series, because I added something I wanted to tell you guys about. Whodunits and thrilling listens. Great next listens. Level up your knowledge. Browse by category. Curated listens from Audible. Coming soon. Recommended for you. New releases. Podcast recommended for you. It's not showing anything. It's not showing my wish list on here at all. I don't know why. Coming soon. Let's look at coming soon, should we? Anything I want to read? Ooh, a new Colleen Hoover book. Never Never. Is this part of that series? Book 1 through 3. Oh, is this like the one that they're making with the movie? With the girl from Gossip Girl? Are those books any good? I mean, I don't like romances, but anyway. Frida McFadden, I feel like she's putting out 400 books a month. Her book's called Dead Med. It's coming out. The Devil Wears Scrubs by are these like old books? Frida McFadden's got 2 books coming out? I've never heard of any of these authors. Karen Slaughter has a new book coming out. Tanya loves her. This Is Why We Lied. How many hours is it? 22? Something like that. 18. That's close. What is it? It's book 2 of what? The Will Trent. I think I have the first one. I think I bought the first one because I wanted to read. I don't think I've ever read a Karen Slaughter book. Oh, they're all on here except for this. They must be doing... I think people are getting new narrators through Audible or something. A Jodi Picoult book is coming out. Oh, people always tell me the Cerulean Blue Sea to read by T.J. Klune. I've read some of T.J. Klune's books, the Cerulean Chronicles. People always... The second book is coming out. It's called Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I'm just saying this for anybody. It's called The House of the Cerulean Sea. People always tell me to read his books. They're like, if you want a good gay book, blah, 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 whatever. I've read a couple of his books, but I haven't read those ones. Frida McFadden, The Boyfriend. How many books does she have coming out? Crazy. House of Glass by Sarah Buchanan. Why do I feel like I've read something else by her? What else did she read? Right. Oh, The Wife Between Us. She wrote with Greer Hendricks. That book was not good. Oh, she writes a lot with Greer Hendricks. Is that how I know who she is? Maybe The Wife Between Us isn't the one I'm thinking about. What's the one that was like real famous? That Greer Hendricks wrote. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The Wife Between Us. The Getaway. Maybe that was the one that I read with her. The Wife Between Us was the one that I read that was real famous. The Getaway was the one that was real short. That I read that was with Sarah Buchanan. That's how I know her. I have to tell you, I'm not real thrown down by those books. I didn't love them. They were really, really famous. Anyway, well, I'm going to get off here now and go upload this. Should I read 1 or 2 comments off the vlog? And then I'm going to go start rendering. As soon as I said, should I read some comments on here, the battery started flashing red, and so I literally have like 20 seconds. So I just want to say, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. Hope you're getting refreshed, renewed, rejuvenated, and relaxed for the week ahead. If nobody else has told you this, today, I love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great beginning to your week. I love you. Bye. Love you.